Welcome back. One of NCBA's most important objectives is growing beef demand, both here in the U.S. and overseas. Joining us now to talk about these efforts is Kendall Frazier, Interim Chief Executive Officer of the National Cattlemen's Beef Association. Kendall, we just had a good discussion with Lance Zimmerman of Cattle Facts, and I was asking him a little bit about consumer demand for beef. From your seat in the bleachers, how do you think consumer demand is looking right now for beef?
Well, I think it's good. Obviously, we've had some fall in the cattle market, a dramatic decline in cattle prices for the cattle producers. But demand at retail and food service, Kevin, is still very strong.
And as one of the primary contractors of the beef checkoff, what is NCBA doing to enhance and grow demand for beef?
Well, the purpose of the checkoff is to grow long-term demand for beef. However, we do have a sense of urgency regarding what's happened to cattle prices. And we're aware of what's going on with cattlemen across the country right now. So we have stepped up our efforts to reach out to our food service and retail partners, communicating with them about what's going on in the marketplace. Through the Federation of State Beef Councils, there's a lot of activity going on at the state level, cooking demonstration, promotion activities going on at the state level. In addition to that, we're working with our State Beef Council partners on some really enhanced, aggressive promotions in the social media arena designed to reach millennial consumers.
Outstanding. And I'm interested, like a lot of producers probably, how does fluctuations in markets and prices change the priorities of you as a contractor to the beef checkoff?
Well, it gives us a more sense of urgency. Okay. It gives us a more sense of urgency and focus on what we're doing with our food service and retail partners, what our State Beef Council partners are doing to get the word out about the changes in prices. Because we are going to start to see retail beef prices drop, prices at food service drop, and reflect what's happened to the fed cattle market. So it gives us a sense of urgency to step up, focus, and really focus on getting word out about what's going on in the marketplace. And the beef is going to be cheaper for consumers.
You know, we've talked a lot the last couple of years in the value that exports bring to the cattle market. How are exports looking right now, Kendall?
Well, it's a tough environment, Kevin. It's tough because of 3 or 4 different factors. Probably the most important is that the value of the dollar is very strong against other currencies around the world. And our major competitors have a competitive advantage, and that would be the Australians and New Zealanders and some of the Asian markets have a competitive advantage just because our dollar is so strong. In addition to that, what we've seen around the global export markets is the financial situation that has occurred in China has spread into the financial markets around the world. And it's putting a lot of pressure on the stock market here in the U.S. and other markets around the equity markets around the world. So it's putting pressure on beef exports, and beef exports are down this year to date compared to what they were a year ago.
And one last question, as you think about viewers watching tonight, what should they expect from their national cattle organization?
Well, we're going to be a strong advocate for our product, obviously. We're going to get the word out about that beef prices are going to be lower here as retailers and food service operations start to reflect the decline in fed cattle prices. We're going to aggressively promote our product, and we're going to be a voice for beef.
Outstanding. Kendall, it's good to have you on the show. Thank you for all your work.
Well, thank you, Kevin.